Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and I'm back with another reaction to Titans. We are on episode 11. Only 2 more to go after this, guys. I'm kind of like sad because I like this show. I like it. It's a lot of fun, and it has a lot of really good character development, which is not common with a lot of shows. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that it's wrapping up, but I'm also wondering how it's going to wrap up because, as I mentioned in the review for my last episode, I feel like we need something to happen to bring all of our Titans back together. And shows that have ensemble casts, they often do the trope of having something that causes all of them to break apart, but then some type of event or some type of situation will cause them all to come back together and ultimately overcome whatever the challenges of the season. We're at that place where now that we're only 3 episodes left, we need to start figuring out how we're going to wrap all this up. And I have a sense maybe we're not going to, because thank you for those who let me know that it has been renewed for season 3. I had a strong feeling that it would be, but if it's anything like last season, we saw they kind of drag things out with the last few episodes, and then like we saw it at the beginning of this season, the whole Trigon thing kind of got weirdly resolved, and I'm hoping they don't repeat that this season. They don't really need to do it, even though they know they've got a guaranteed next likely 13 episodes. I'd really prefer them to wrap up some of the storylines in this season. And also, I'm such an idiot. I can't believe that I didn't recognize in the episode with Dick in the prison that I didn't recognize that the symbol that the Mexican kid wrote of the god that saved them looked like a dark-winged bird, aka black Nightwing. So without further ado, I've talked enough. Let's get into this episode, and as usual, we will chat about it later. Let's go. Is this a Gar flashback?
Yesterday in the
please
room. You could bring it back in.
No! What are you doing to him? No, this is so unfair. Why do they keep doing this to him? I'm so mad. I'm heated. How many seasons do we have to watch Gar get tortured? I'm so mad. Uh-oh. Did somebody already eat that and then bring it back? Because that's what it looked like.
They might feel differently. When she sent you in there, that's what she said. She wasn't thinking straight.
Good call.
What she lost. Jericho.
Can jump bodies.
Jericho. You're missing something, son.
Now you done got yourself locked up in isolation like an idiot. Kory, come get your man. Oh, it's a hideous statue. I mean, I'm sure it's a wonderful work of art. Where are you, Rach? Is this real? Is Trigon taking you on a little trip? Oh, okay. Is this a vision then? Thanks for your assist there, Rach. Oh, not today, Satan. That's some exorcist nonsense right there.
Gar?
No Gar here. Hey, this place has a ton of cameras. We need to check those.
Rachel.
Why is there interference? That's weird.
You look rough.
Okay, listen, miss. No one asked you. Yeah, you're a doll.
Get your life right, lady.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. Ew. Okay, Elko. So that's the place that Rachel kept seeing. Oh, you're kind. You put all this stuff in a box. See, if that had been a black woman, they'd be on fire in a field somewhere. A little bit more of what I expected. Now set it on fire.
Brutality's coming your way. You must prepare to make a great sacrifice. Or...
Why is this girl suddenly speaking like a sage?
You okay?
Sorry. I know it's supposed to be scary, but it's kind of funny.
It's your dad. That ass will follow you again?
No, he did.
No, it wasn't me. I know.
fact that you felt the need to say that so quick.
I hope he died screaming.
Okay. Well then, the mourning process is clearly over.
That's the answer.
What kind of weird Bruce Wayne flashback stuff is that? Okay, Kory. Get your freak on. I love how my girl is like top shelf all the way. She's like, give me the penthouse suite so that I can just obliterate myself, please.
Animal training profession. Why not talk to me?
This man looking for a night consulter, right? Like, who?
Last year, I forgot who I was.
Okay, take that session for free, girl.
No,
Damn, sir, that six-pack just be coming for me.
I do take all insurance.
Go.
Bro actually had the nerve to ask to get paid for this session? I mean, get your hustle, but not right now, sir. Read the room.
Rachel?
So is Rachel doing it? I'm confused. Who's doing this? That has this kind of range.
Special abilities.
Oh, it's in Nevada, and that's where Dixon is in jail, isn't he?
They're not just mistakes. Somebody died. Oh, try me a fucking ripper.
Imagine if they're watching him through the security cams right now.
Am I leaving anybody out? Quitter.
Ah! No one's there, man.
Wasting time.
Fuck off!
Oh, Bruce, you're such a dick. See what I did there?
Stop being a creeper.
Right? Like, she's topless. Can we just ask a question first?
Well, we're not a couple. You just slumming it with me?
Kinda.
Maybe. You don't know, then show me the real. No
Why?
bullshit, no filters. The real Jason Todd.
Fine.
I kind of don't trust her still, so... But I don't really trust him either. That was a cool effect. They literally got the tumbleweed. That's awesome. Ma'am. Look at her face. She like, girl. Tap that bell again.
And people in hell want ice water, lady. We don't make donuts.
Feel me?
Listen, my sister killed my parents. She stole my damn crown and marooned me on this ridiculous planet. So if you got flour, eggs, and sugar back there, I'm gonna need you to go and figure it out.
You melted the bell, didn't you? Girl, reel it in. Well, everything you just described is probably a starting point. Bruce! The real Bruce?
Bruce?
I'm so glad you all could make it.
You little...
But if darkness arrives while you're still cast apart, I truly believe that none of you will survive.
Truth. Not one of you can take Deathstroke on alone. Did she make those? That waitress was lying. They could make donuts.
No, but I sound crazy.
No? Well, yeah, but no. Really, Kory, you ain't got nothing else to do. Getting drunk ain't working for you. Can't even get laid without getting a whole psychiatric evaluation. Just go with the girl. You didn't need those girls anyway. Two strongest ones in the group right here.
Bruce?
Oh, now you want him back after you told him off. Threw furniture at him. Oh, that floor is probably beyond filthy.
Every time I try to get close to you, Rose, you push me away.
Well, she has only known you for like 2 weeks. The message never got to these two. Interesting.
There's something inside Slade that you need.
Yeah, he's tiny tin heart got to me.
You both love Jericho.
Bruce is like, I'm trying to spell this out for you, man. Come on. Okay, Satan, what's going on? This man's having a full-on fight with himself. Wow. These fever dreams are some next level stuff. Wait, is this the stage where Bruce was stripping? you are a hard learner. Finish him!
Like a bird of prey.
Nightwing, perhaps?
No. Wait.
Ah, see, I didn't notice that the first time around, but thank y'all for bringing it out. Oh, that shadow is baller! See, now if you'd taken time to figure that out before getting your ass arrested, Dick. But anyway, whose house are you seriously putting your bare ass on their table now? Come on. That's nasty. Calling your dad.
I'm out.
Found out the truth.
Is that so?
It's gonna shatter the glass. Shatter the glass. Shatter it. Do it. Be predictable. Woo, child. Kory's like, I've been needing to get out some aggression, yo. Yeah, no. Ah, shit, are you out of juice? Why did that stall? Did Dick already escape? How the hell did he get out? I'm so confused. Oh God, what did they do to Gar?
You're never gonna believe it. Commandos blew up the tower
Oh,
and kidnapped Connor.
oh, this is so horrible.
Are you alright?
They're brainwashing him. Oh my God. Oh, bye, fake nurse. That's what you get for working for an evil company. This witch. Oh my God. I'll take Deathstroke over her any day. Wow. That took a violent turn to the dark. I mean, this show has always been dark, but dang. Y'all gonna make me do 3 episodes in a row of hashtag justice for Gar? Y'all gonna do that to me? More important, you're gonna do that to my boy? I'm ready to flip my laptop right now. This is y'all, this is not fair. Out of all the characters, really, after everything that we've seen of Gar so far, this is the second time he's been experimented on and tortured in the show. That doesn't even count the stuff that the doctor from the Doom Patrol used to do to him before. Why did they keep torturing my boy? I don't understand it. I don't see the point. And now they've gone and conditioned him now to basically be a sleeper agent to either kill the Titans or bring them in. I'm so livid. Anyways, guys, that was the latest episode of Titans, which it was good in some aspects. I have a lot of questions though still. I don't know if everyone showing up at the diner actually was Bruce. Because how did he, but I guess he has enough tech to potentially go in and hack everybody's screens, and I'm sure he has been watching all the Titans. It's not impossible, but it just seems... All right, let's just talk. Let's just go through the characters. It's probably the easiest way because my brain's going all over the place right now. With the whole Dick storyline, we've seen this. It's a pattern since season 1 that Dick has a lot of internal battles within himself. Season 1, we had it when he was captured by the people, Rachel's father's people, and in the asylum, and they were giving him those drugs, and he was fighting himself. And in this season, it's manifesting itself as Bruce. I mean, it's fine because Dick had to go through this in the sense of he wasn't going to stop. And that's what I was trying to say before I cut myself off. Bruce having Dick released before Dick had come to the conclusion that he can't keep punishing himself for this would have been pointless, because Dick would have just done what Dick has done in the past, which is rebel and probably find a way to get his ass arrested again. I didn't question any of the mental gymnastics that happened there. The fact that he basically trained himself to do better the next time he goes up against Deathstroke. But of course, the most important thing that came out of that was that Deathstroke did not act the way Deathstroke normally would. And when I watched the episode with Dick in Atonement, I didn't see, thank you guys in the comments, you're the ones who brought out the things about the signing, because I don't know sign language, unfortunately, so I just didn't think anything about what was going on there. And then, but what I did notice was that I was like, Deathstroke didn't look well. He looked like he was sickly almost, like something wasn't right. He was moving very stiffly and grunting a lot, right? So I realized that something was there. I thought maybe he was sick, like, you know, he's not a young dude, maybe he was ill, but really we know now it's Jericho stopping him from the inside, from his impulses, which is to kill Dick. I think that's really poetical, because I'm thinking that Jericho does not have full control over his father, so there's still some, because we saw he managed to make himself get up and threaten Dick. And I feel like if his emotions really got super hyped up, that, and again, we have to remember that Deathstroke is not a normal person. He's been souped up with all the stuff that they experimented on with. So he might be a little bit more resistant than the average person would be to Jericho's abilities. It's very interesting that, that a lot of you figured out that he was trapped inside of his dad. And I said that in the episode where we saw Jericho, that there was a possibility he body jumped, but I honestly didn't think that he would go into his dad, but I guess that was the closest body that he probably thought would be fitting for him to be a part of. I'm glad at least now that Dick understands what's happening. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, however, because he knows how Jericho's ability works in the sense of what he saw, but Jericho's ability in the past worked because he could transfer back into his own body. So does that mean Jericho can we just find another host? Just any old host? Like, could he jump into the body of somebody who is maybe clinically brain dead? I don't think he can not have a host. I don't think Jericho can just exist in the ether. So if Dick finds a way to pull him out of his father, where does he go? Right? So there's a lot of questions there. I'm probably overanalyzing it, but I feel like instead of Dick just kind of jumping, and I'm hoping he doesn't just aggressively just try to go and try to beat Jericho out of Deathstroke without really having a plan as to what's going to happen to this consciousness once it happens. But it's good to know that it seems like Jericho is not holding any ill will or overly ill will towards Dick, because I think if he really did, he would have just let his dad do what he wanted to do when he showed up at the house. But the fact that he signed help me, as some of you said, that says to me that potentially he either doesn't know how to leave his father, or maybe his dad is doing something to keep him trapped inside of him, which is creepy, but not something I would put past Deathstroke at all. I have still no idea how he got out of the prison, though. That's really bothering me. Like, how did my bro get out? On to Kory. It was really cool to see that she's not dealing with this situation with her sister well, or Fide's death, because I think that even though she very much tried to downplay her feelings and affection and her interaction with Fide, he was still someone she cared about, and he unfortunately died being a pawn in this battle between her and her sister that's been going on for so long. Even though Kory did not seem to be in any type of hurry to go back to Tamaran before this, I think now the fact that she always had her ship was a bit of a comfort zone for her, of like, okay, whenever I get sick of this, I can just jump on my ship and go home. But that's been taken away from her now. Now the two ships that are capable, as we know anyway, or that we know of, to take her back to Tamaran have been destroyed. And she is dealing obviously with the death of her parents, because I thought she'd be more devastated about hearing about her parents' death in the episode before where her sister told her about it. But I'm glad that we're seeing anyways that Kory's not just like, let's go revenge. She's actually reeling. And I did like the explanation she gave to her psychiatric booty call, that she had all these burdens, all these things that she considered to be confinements before she lost her memory. And now that she has her memory back, she's actually like realizing she's not sure who she is without being a princess with a defined destiny and a country, a planet, I guess, to take care of. So very real. It's an arc for Kory that, again, I really hope the show explores into the next season, because I don't think we'll have time in this season. But she does have to really reevaluate who she wants to be going forward, because as it stands, there's no easy way for her to get back to Tamaran anytime soon. She is going to have to fight for her throne if she really wants it. I mean, which was up for debate for the majority of this season. And now that she, as she mentioned in her spiel, that she's developed friendships and love here on this planet, and she's actually feeling like it might be a home. Even though she said she has no home, and I get what she meant by that, she has kind of developed a secondary home in Earth. I can understand that, like, the idea of never being able to return to where you're from is a very daunting and scary and empty type of feeling. And so we saw her drowning that in booze and sex, just the way humans do. Look at that. She was very human in that behavior. But I just thought it was also kind of funny that they had, like, the fact that they chose to have her almost booty call happen to be a psychiatrist just so we could get that exposition was a little bit funny. But I guess that's kind of the only way we were going to get it, because if Dick was still out of jail and those two had stayed together, then I feel like that would have been a conversation her and Dick would have had. And I'm not going to lie, I think it would have been a lot more fun to see Kory just trying to, like, just party it up and, just basically just become like a ravenous sex beast with Dick, just trying to forget her problems, and actually having Dick at one point going, okay, you know what? girl, I like you, but something's up with you. Tell me what's going on. Like, I just feel like that would have been a really real interaction and a cool bonding moment, but Dick is on his own journey and that can't be the case right now. I'm glad they gave her someone, because there really is nobody else in Titans that she probably would have felt comfortable telling that story to, since she's told no one yet that she's a princess, or so that, yeah, that she was a princess and any of her personal problems. But I do hope that if not this season, then early next season, we get her actually confiding in someone, most likely going to be Dick, about what her situation is, and because she needs her own support. Like, she's going through it. We did finally get to see what's been going on with Jason and Rose. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really missing them all that much. They're kind of two characters that just, as far as my emotional attachment to them, it's pretty low. We found out what they've been up to since they left Titan Tower. Apparently they've gone back to where Jason was raised, and they've just been basically doing their own vigilante stuff at night and then just partying all the live long day. Jason is saying that he feels that Rose is really just keeping up a lot of walls as far as their relationship, and he feels like, you know, he's giving more as far as trying to get to know her and being part of this teen romance, and she's all like, eh. And so, I mean, I joked about it in the reaction, but truth, like, they've only known each other for a few weeks. It's like, calm down, sir. We see that really it came down to what many of us suspected since day one. Rose was indeed working with her dad. It also explains to me, I said this in the reaction where she found the record in Jason's pot. I'm like, it just is too random of a thing that she would have found that exact record with her brother's name on it. Like, I didn't believe that was that random. Like, I was like, no, that's really what tipped me to the side of being like, nah, you're a plant. We also know that's why she's not giving her all to Jason, because he might have a problem with the fact that she's in cahoots with the man who literally stabbed him in the leg and did all kinds of things to him for like a day and a half. So I don't really, like I said, I don't know whether or not they're going to be pulled into the loop, because with all of the transmissions that were apparently Bruce Wayne, he did not contact Jason, and he could have, right? We know that Bruce could have easily figured out where Jason was and Rose was with all of the tech that Bruce has, but he purposefully excluded those two, and I'm not sure if it's because they were just too far away or he just thought they were too volatile. I think that's the latter, though. I think that he just realized that Jason is still like a loose cannon, and Rose, if I know Bruce don't trust Rose none at all. As far as, though, I'm not going to talk much about Donna and Dawn's reaction and not helping Dick. I mean, I don't care. As I said, they really weren't going to be too helpful in Prison Break anyway, outside of Donna. Donna's at least super strong, but it's fine. Like, they can go and be upset and continue to be upset if that makes them feel better. I'm glad that Bruce brought out to all of them that, like, y'all don't really have anybody else. So if you're going to turn your back on each other because you're mad at one person, then you're probably all going to die. And it's gonna be your fault. So you can be mad and die, or you can figure it out and live. And left some fresh jelly donuts potentially. Although, oh my God, that scene with Kory yelling at the waitress talking about, girl, you got some flour and eggs back there, you best make me some donuts, okay? Finally, back to Rachel and her dreams for seeing Dick dying. We know that in season 1 she had dreams that were fortune-telling dreams. I don't know if that's what's going on here. I don't know how much of her powers or abilities are working properly now that Trigon's in her system, or if he's potentially feeding into these to some degree. But the fact that she also got this message, I don't know, like, like I said, I'm still confused about the message thing. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it. Yeah, she clearly the fact that when she found out about the man being dead, that she automatically said it wasn't her, makes me wonder. I know I asked last episode of whether or not it was her or Trigon. Maybe she does know she did it. Finally, on to Gar. Oh, Gar. I mean, I already ranted at the beginning of this review a bit, but I'm just so tired of watching Gar get manipulated. I'm tired of watching Gar be used and abused by scientists. Like, it's been too much of his narrative since he's been on the show. I'm over it. I just don't understand why, like, it bothers me. Like, this Mercy chick is some next level. You think Deathstroke is a villain this season? I think it's Mercy. That bitch is crazy, and she is heartless as hell. Like, this boy is nothing but kindness, and the fact that she be all up in his brain, just carving it around and just playing with him like he's nothing, like he's literally, they're no better than the people at the asylum. The fact that she just had some random worker murdered by Gar, like, poor Gar. He is still reeling from killing that doctor who deserved every last piece of it. How is he gonna feel when he find out that even though it wasn't his fault, much like before, How's he gonna feel when he finds out that he murdered? I mean, God knows how many people she's gonna have him kill to test her little Pavlovian response. What a cow. I really want something bad to happen to her. I want Rachel to get in there and just literally put her into the depths of a hell dimension for like the rest of her life. She's so awful. And I feel absolutely devastated for Gar, because Gar, if they play this the way I think they're going to, who knows how long it's gonna be before they figure out that Gar is a sleeper agent for them. How much damage will happen, and worse, like, how bad is the aftermath gonna be, right? Like, if you guys ever watch the movie, and I mean, the movies generally were kind of meh for me, but if you watch the Hunger Games movie, in the last Hunger Games movie, yeah, I think the third one, there's the character Peeta, who has gone through a bunch of brainwashing and a bunch of other stuff, and throughout the movie, they see, you know, he keeps going this thing where he says, you know, he keeps asking, is this real or not real? Is this memory real or not real? And that was probably one of the most heartbreaking parts of the whole movie for me, is that like it gave a very realistic depiction of how PTSD can affect people. In his case, there's a lot more than that. But I just remember watching that and thinking that would be such a terrifying thing, to not actually be able to trust your mind and trust what's in front of you. And that's what's going to happen to Gar. That even if he does get out of this, how long is he going to have to deal with trying to figure out what's real? How long it's going to take him to build back trust in himself? Like, can you imagine not being able to trust yourself? Like, genuinely not be able to trust what you're thinking and what you're feeling? Like, this is why I say, like, this is the top level of evil what Mercy is doing. Like, this is... yeah, she is absolutely the depths of the barrel as far as I'm concerned. All this kid has ever wanted is a family. He just wants to feel like he belongs. He just wants people to care for him and care about him. And he just keeps getting screwed over. It'll be interesting to see how things go. I have a feeling that Gar is not going to be activated this season. There's a lot on the plate already. I feel like the next 2 episodes are going to be about pulling Jericho out of Deathstroke somehow. But I feel like next season is going to be a lot of us watching Gar navigate this horrible situation he's been put in. And honestly, I don't know. My heart's going to be able to take it. He did not deserve this. But the only thing that I may not mind, however, is that if it brings out a little bit more of an attitude in Gar, a little bit more assertion in him as a character, I'm okay with that. Because like I said in the last review, the fact that he's so passive and chill, unfortunately, has not been working for him in this group. But I feel like if he maybe turns into a little bit of a jerk next season, it might actually serve him. Yeah, that was a lot in that episode, guys. They packed a lot in. Everybody else is gonna have to figure out a way to come bring it all back and figure out a way to save Jericho. And maybe this saving Jericho is gonna be what finally gets this block out of the way, and everyone can stop being mad at each other and they can actually work at being the Titans again. So thanks so much for watching along with me, guys. What did you think of this latest episode? Please leave all your theories and your comments and your thoughts and your dreams and your hashtag justice for Gars below. You know I love reading that stuff and getting involved in the conversation with you. And if you like this video, guys, please click like, and if you want to see more from this geeky face, please click subscribe. Until next time,